People sent a spaceship to Mars, and the reason, they say, we're trying to know how everything started. This is the nature of humanity. We want to know everything, especially where do we come from? Where are we going to? What is the purpose of our creation? These major questions in life have always had clear answers and explanations from Allah. Through all the books and scriptures of God has revealed the answer all the time, and the final and divine revelation, Al-Quran. Also, the prophets convey the same explanation of the purpose of the creation to the people and nations they were sent to. Let's go deeply through the details of why Allah created us. The two great companions of the Prophet, Ibn Abbas and Ibn Umar, may Allah have mercy of both of them, explained that jinn, the creatures that we don't see, some of them are devils and some of them are believers. They were living on earth 2000 years before the creation of Adam. Most of the jinn were evils. There were wars between the believers and unbelievers, also between unbelievers and unbelievers. They did a lot of destruction on earth. Allah subhanahu was displeased with the jinn because they were given the ability to choose the truth and they didn't. They were given the ability to choose evil or goodness. That's why Allah subhanahu was displeased, and that's why Allah sent the angels down to earth to end the killing. There were great battles between the jinn and the angels, and of course the jinn lost this war and driven out of the continents into exiles, and many of them went into a deserted island located in oceans. And the two companions believe this is the major place where the jinn live today. From there, they move all over the earth, but this is their major land. So why Allah did create us? Allah doesn't need us. Allah doesn't need our worship or prayers. Allah created us because He wanted to show His glory, His attributes, His wisdom, His mercy, His supreme characteristics. He's the most merciful. If there were no creatures, His mercy won't be shown. He's the most powerful. Without creatures, His power wouldn't be shown, and so on. In every attribute of Allah, it wouldn't be shown unless there were creatures. Creatures that He would order them to worship Him. If they do, He will be generous to them, have mercy on them. His attributes will be shown. And if they disobey, then His punishment and power would show. Without creatures, they wouldn't be shown. Allah says in the Quran, I have only created jinn and humans so they may worship me. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Allah wanted to create humankind to populate this earth because the jinn who were ruling the earth were incapable of doing rules of God and went in the wrong path. Bear in mind, Allah subhanahu created humans with a higher level of thinking. Jinn have more physical power. They can fly, move faster, move things faster. Even the elephant has more physical power than human, but human controls an elephant because of his higher level of thinking and intelligence. And it's said by the scholars of Islam that jinn in general have the intelligence of a 10-year-old boy. Allah gives us this ability so we can think correctly, and this thinking should lead us to obey and worship Allah and rule the earth according to the rules of God. The story of humans began prior to the creation of Adam, started with a dialogue between Allah and the angels, as is mentioned in the Quran. Angels saw the jinn have the ability to choose, and saw what they did of corruption and destruction on earth, the wars and the killing they have done on earth. Allah told the angel, I'll create a creature on earth that will inherit me. Inherit me doesn't mean Allah will die. It means that he will inherit the laws of God and would be trusted with leading the earth according the laws of God. They said, will you place on earth one who will make mischief and shed blood? He will do evil and start killing each other like the jinn have done before. While we celebrate your praises and glorify your holy name, they are asking and wondering, why God, you create humans who will be able to choose and they will do the same thing like jinn? We are glorifying you. Angels, however, weren't that confident in man's ability that he would choose the right choice. They saw that creatures will be weak because of the ability to choose, and if you have the ability to choose, you could go wrong. It wasn't an objection from the angels and they can't disobey Allah. It just they were surprised. They were afraid and worried if Allah is not pleased with them. They felt they might be failed to worship Allah completely. So they wanted to ask, have we lacked in praising you, God, and glorifying you? Is that why you're going to creating someone else? The angels spoke among themselves, and they said, whatever Allah creates, He would never create any creature more honorable or knowledgeable than the angels. But Allah subhanahu created Adam. He made him more knowledgeable than the angels, and He made angel to make sujood to Adam to show that Adam is more honorable than them. And that was the start. The next episode, we will talk about how Adam was created, the steps of creation, how he became a living thing, how he lived in heavens, and how he disobeyed Allah. Ma salama.